Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for tonight's fight, Gary Henry.
Are you ready for some WCK Full Rules Muay Thai?
Now let's listen in.
All right, the rules and walk any questions? Touch gloves, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times.
Well, so you got Julian Lugo, Blinky, with a record of 21-5 up against Damien early, a record of 9-1. And here we go. 3 rounds. Middleweight action.
Right away you see Ernie. You see the way that Ernie begins to paw with that jab because he's trying to get his distance. But immediately went with the right leg to the body and then start pawing with that jab. You know, they're fighting at 159 pounds. And so what we're going to have here, Phil, is Julian trying to get there. You see that right leg to the body of Julian Lugo. And those take their toll. They landed right with the chin. This young man, Dimitri Ernie, Phil, very composed, very relaxed.
Lugo tries to get the overhand right in, won't go. Now the book on early is he's got a very, very good right knee.
And he really uses his reach very well because you can see Julian trying to get to the inside and get them hands going, but immediately Damien just reaches right into the clinch and really begins to nullify the hands of Julian Lugo as he fired off a right knee there that you were just talking about.
Early using the left leg as a jab here in the early going.
Lugo slipping on those ankle supporters there. Right hand over the top, but it was a little short for Lugo as he goes for a back leg takedown of Damien Early. Jab attempted right leg by Early. Early in the black shorts. That overhand right, he has him two, 3 knees, 4 knees. Just rapid fire on the knees coming to the end of this round, Phil.
I don't know how Lugo is standing up, but he is as the bell sounds ending round 1, and he's claiming he took a knee to the groin. The referee didn't see it.
One of them 5-6 knees. I think the first or second one's the one that landed. You can also see redness on the body of Julian Lugo as we look over for them knees that didn't find a home for them knees. And there you see William Shria by exhorting his fighter, telling him, look, you get to the inside, you can have the network punches go. See, the hard part, Phil, is once you go to the inside, you want to start punching. When your opponent goes into that clinch, it pretty much nullifies your punching power. And again, that man right there, Damien Early, it has the total advantage because of the height and reach that he has. So even on the inside, on the clinch, he has the advantage. And that's why he does so well with his knees.
And these middleweights are scheduled to go 3. We're set now. Here's round 2. Blinky, how'd you see the first round?
Well, the first round, I'm going to have to give it to Damien Early. He landed the cleaner blows, chin kicks to the body. He landed a series of knees. There you see a front kick to the body. He looks very well schooled to me. Not to say that Julian does not have a big heart and he also has been schooled, but I just think really Damien Early knows how to utilize that height and reach, both offensively and defensively. You see him there keeping the shorter Julian Lugo out with that front kick. And he keeps keeping his distance there. He picked it up again. Julian's going to have to feint a little more, give him a little more movement. There you see that jab landing now. That jab is really the ultimate weapon for measuring a big right hand. Or you can come back with a left roundhouse kick right behind it there. Julian Lugo attempts to lead with a right hand. But this young man, shows up a nice back leg takedown thrown by Julian Lugo.
Lugo trying to deliver the spinning back fist. Didn't have the distance he was looking for. Bounces off the noggin of Early.
There's guys that have that high leverage advantage and they use it to no avail. But this young man here is really utilizing that reach and using it to really make the fight relatively easy. There you see Julian popping with a jab of his own, but he's got to at least double, triple up on it and feint and move the head a little more because he's got to keep his opponent off balance. There he threw a right hand. Bounced off the air early.
And that is the end of round 2. And it was a great round again for Damien Early. And I'll tell you the one thing that you got to like about Damien Early, Blinky, he's 9-1 coming in. He told me at last night's weigh-in that if I'm to be successful against the shorter Julian Lugo, I've got to press the action. I've got to press it from the opening bell, and he's done just that.
Well, he's not only pressing, he's fighting smart. He's tall, he's keeping him off with that left leg, he's using the jab, he's going to the body with the right leg, he's just fighting Julian smart. Julian's a courageous fighter.
Yes, he is.
He's just really outmanned right now as far as the height and reach. Not everybody uses their reach that exceptional, but this young man's smart, he's deliberate, and he's controlling the pace and the tempo of the fight.
Now Julian Lugo, he has given it all he's got, but he has just run into a buzzsaw in the taller, more angular Damien Early. Here we go, the third and final round for these middleweights. Blicky, unofficially, you got Early winning both the rounds?
Yes, I do. And it's not that he's hurt Julian in any way, but Julian needs to start throwing. He's going after that left leg and to the legs and really start trying to cut the taller opponent down. I'd really load up on the right leg to the left thigh of Early and try to do some damage and then come back with a punch, come back with a hook. There you see that jab, right cross, left hook thrown. 3-punch combination, Phil.
Lugo still seems to be favoring the groin area. He claims he took a knee to the groin in the first round. And Blink, if that is in fact the case, the referee didn't see it, but he's still bothered by it.
Right into the clinch immediately, the fighters begin to go to the knee to the thigh, knee to the body, and really Damien Early has the advantage on those clinches and knees. There you see Lugo looking to unload on that right hand, trying to catch Early coming into him, but he was just a little shy. That was a good example right there, Phil. You see Julian trying to land a right leg, and then the taller opponent just sticking that left front ball kick out to the body and just neutralized Lugo on the outside.
Final 10 seconds of this 3-round middleweight bout. And it's pretty much going to end the way it began with Damien Early really establishing virtually everything he wanted to do. Lugo, he's disappointed to be sure. Well, an entertaining fight to be sure. Damien Early and Julian Lugo, and I got to believe that when we get to the scorecards here, Blinky, it's going to be a shutout for Early.
Well, I would have to agree, Phil. I mean, Early just was able to dictate the tempo of the fight, and Julian just couldn't get off tonight. He couldn't find a way in. He couldn't make it happen, and so I agree with you.
Well, you look at Damien Early, he's the taller, as I said in the first round, the more angular of the two fighters as you see them come to the center of the ring, and the referee has their hands, and we may have a decision already. We're waiting for the sign from the judges that the scorecards are in. Chris Gregory, the ring announcer, is coming into the ring. He's got it. Let's find out who won this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 3 rounds, we have your decision. All 3 judges score this bout 30-27 in favor for the winner by unanimous decision, In the red corner, Damien Hurley. And also, please, a round of applause for the challenger, Julian Lugo.
Hurley runs his record to 10-1.
Once again, put your hands
Young
together
man
for
out
the
of
winner,
Phoenix,
Damien
Arizona,
Hurley.
acquitted himself very, very well.